Today I'm going to be talking to you about how these guys back here made all of their money, and it may not be how you think. So before I get into anything, I need to preface my video with this. I am not knocking anything that these guys do. I think they are geniuses. I think they're doing a fantastic job at what they do. However, what I am saying is that you as a viewer, as a consumer of their videos and of their knowledge that they put out there, you should know the truth behind exactly how they've made their money and that it's not exactly as they preach. And I'm also going to say this. Do I think that they made their money from the ways that they preach? Yes. Do I think that they made all their money from the ways that they preach? No. And especially every single day, the ratio is getting more and more skewed. And I think this is actually a very, very important part because drop shipping is something that is changing all the time. And if you're sticking to ways that have been covered in the past year or so, you're going to start becoming obsolete. And these guys may make it seem like it's not, however, it is. So this is why I'm making this video, because you need to be cautious of the things that you consume and what you put your money and time into. So yeah, behind me I have a few of the more prominent figureheads. Tai Lopez, I just throw down there because he's the OG of this. And he ties into the main thing that I'm going to be talking about on how these guys up here make all of their money. And what that is, Tai Lopez, can you please tell me what it is they sell?
Knowledge.
That's right, knowledge. And it's such a huge market in not only YouTube, but the entire world. Knowledge is such a valuable resource that people are willing to spend a ton of money on, especially if there's the possibility of making even more money, a huge return on investment in the future. And especially in the past year or two, dropshipping, e-commerce, Shopify, all that stuff has been in the light for easy, quote unquote, easy money making online. This is something that a ton of people want, passive, easy-ish money that they can be making with little or no effort. What these guys do is they prey upon that and they tell people what they want to hear, and then they milk the money from these people and give them information that is not worth the money that they're paying. So that's a bit of a little recap, or not a recap because I haven't even gotten into it. That's a bit of an overview about what I'm going to be talking about. So let's go ahead and start from number one. Yes, what these people do is sell collective knowledge. This is knowledge that you can find anywhere on the internet. It's already out there. It's been out there for months, maybe years. But what they do is they combine it into this one source, which is their YouTube channel, and say it in their own way. Now, do I do this too? Yes, I do this. I try and say it in my own way because I feel that a lot of people aren't getting exactly the best out of things, so I cover topics that I feel I can give my own unique twist on and perspective on that. But yeah, I'm not saying that I'm any different from these guys. I am, because I'm not doing a lot of the stuff that they're doing, but you know, in that aspect, no, I'm pretty much the same. So in order to make these videos and to share this knowledge, yes, I do believe that they do have some very, very good insight on the industry and on the entire process of making money online through e-commerce or dropshipping. However, these days, a huge majority of their money is not coming from what they're preaching, and I'm going to tell you why. So if you look at their videos, yes, you will find some more updated videos talking about events that are going on right now. However, a big blunt of the information that they're giving off is information that has been said a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years back. And if you know anything about the digital marketing industry, things are always changing. Facebook ads are always changing. They're becoming less relevant, more relevant. AdWords, the ways that people are consuming information is always changing. However, if you're looking at the trends of these knowledge videos, they're always consistent. They're never really changing with the times. So while I do believe that they made their money from what they are preaching, I don't think that it's as relevant today as it was back then. Now, why is this important? It's important because they're making a big portion of their money saying, hey, you can make your money the same way I have, just do what I did. And it works for them fantastically. However, what's going on now is that people are getting this information that's old and not really relevant anymore. And what's kind of happening is that they're failing. They're spending this money and this time on consuming these people's information and their courses that they have, and then they're not actually getting anywhere with it because it is old information. Now, you may be like, okay, well, how do they keep this up? Because people have to realize that stuff doesn't work, and I'm going to tell you why. Because their main target audience is people that have no idea how any of this works. I mean, it's genius. If you target people that aren't sure how Shopify works, if they've only just heard about dropshipping, and you're telling them that it's this wonderful miracle thing, they're going to be very, very excited, and they're not going to know anything about it to dispute you. So they're going to consume your content with this vigor and with this passion. If you're telling them, hey, I made all this money from doing this, you can too, they're going to be like, oh my God, all right. And if it doesn't look like a pyramid scheme, which it's definitely not, it's e-commerce, I've made money off of it, they're going to be very excited about it, right? So what a big portion of these YouTubers do is, like I said, they prey on people that are just learning about it. And the way they do that is they make themselves the ones to tell people that dropshipping exists. So if you're watching this video, there's a very, very high chance, if you've been searching e-commerce throughout the internet too, you would have gotten one of these ads. And the ad I'm going to be referencing right now is an ad from Alex Becker. And in this ad, it's about 45 seconds. And in the first 5 seconds, he's like, hey, if you give me 45 seconds, I'm going to tell you how I made $20,000 from this spatula. I'm paraphrasing here, but this is basically what he said. And then he says, basically what the process that I use to make this money is called drop shipping. And basically what it is you're taking items from overseas, say you get it from the manufacturer for $5, and you sell it to people in the US for $30, and you keep that $25 difference. Which, yeah, that's e-commerce. However, the way that it's presented is extremely enticing. This is actually how I got into e-commerce. It wasn't from an ad, it was from a video describing what dropshipping was. However, it's the same general concept. So people get this ad and they're like, oh my God, I can make $20,000 just from selling a spatula, and I don't even have to touch the product. This is an absolute miracle. And yeah, dropshipping is a miracle if you can get it to work. However, people are seeing this and they have no idea about the current market of dropshipping, how many people are doing it, the exact strategy you have to use, how much work it takes to find a successful item, a successful sales strategy, all of this stuff. People have no idea, right? And this is awesome for these knowledge channels, because then people are going to consume their information like vultures. They can pump out these videos that everybody's talked about them before. If a simple Google search could find these videos that were made a year or two ago, but they'll put it on their channel fresh, and these brand new subscribers will eat it up and be like, oh my God, this is fantastic. I can't wait for this. I'm going to start dropshipping right now. Then what these people do is they offer a course, charge a couple $100s for it, so it's a lot. So it seems like a very worthwhile investment. They're like, oh, if it wasn't worth it, why would they charge a couple $100s? They get the course, they buy it, and then they get all this information that has already been said in their videos, just condensed even further into course form. They get this course, then they're like, okay, let me try and do this. And they're gonna think, and this is the problem, and that people buy this course and they're like, okay, I spent a couple $100, this is a great source of knowledge, I've heard everything from this guy, look how rich he is, I'm gonna be rich too. And yeah, people can get rich off of it. I guarantee there's some fantastic knowledge in all of these guys' courses back here. However, what happens is the people that buy these courses have no idea about the reality of the situation, and a lot of them turn out to not make anything at all. So each one is essentially doing the exact same thing, except they're marketing to their own closed ecosystem and pulling people into the ecosystem through their advertisements on showing off this miracle new way of making money that's really been around forever, and that the information that they're giving off about this money-making strategy is really old. And while it is still relevant, it needs to be tweaked and used by these people. And the problem is, the people that get into it don't know how to look for their own information and don't know how to test different strategies to really succeed in this realm. They buy it, take everything at face value, and when it doesn't work, they quit and they're out several $100s. These influencers are making so much money off of these courses and off of the passive YouTube ads from people watching their videos religiously, and then it's a snowball effect. They get the money and they're like, hey, look at all this money I have, you can have it too from following my course and doing what I did. They sell 10 courses, they sell them for $200 a piece. That's $2,000 they just made. They're like, hey, I made, you do that several times over, you buy a new car, they're like, hey, I bought a car from doing this, you can too. And then it just keeps steamrolling and steamrolling and steamrolling. They're getting richer and richer and richer off of these viewers when they haven't even touched e-commerce in months. Because why would they, when they're making this passive income just regurgitating information that they can find anywhere on the internet? It's the easiest strategy ever. And I believe that's a good summary of the point that I'm trying to make here. I'm going to go back and I'm going to reiterate what I said. So what these people are doing is they're reeling people in from all over the internet. They're telling them about this miracle strategy called dropshipping. And while they are extremely knowledgeable, I'm not knocking any of these guys. They're geniuses. They're doing fantastic at what they're doing. What happens to the people that they reel in is that these people have no idea about the actual reality of the dropshipping realm. They invest a lot of money into this. They give these influencers their money for this knowledge that they can find really anywhere else. It's just that they make their personal brand so strong that they reel people in and create this closed ecosystem of knowledge that people are willing to pay hundreds of dollars for. And that is where they make a big portion of their money, and they haven't even touched dropshipping probably in a couple months. I'm sure some of them still do, or at least most of them still do. However, I guarantee that that's not how they make a big portion of their money. And you got to be careful, because these guys back here I'm sure are legitimate. However, there are a lot of people out there that I have seen that praise Amazon FBA, that praise dropshipping, that I can guarantee have never made money from these concepts. They're just regurgitating the information and making it seem like it. And this is actually horrible, because the people that are giving them money are getting information from a guy that's never actually made money from this process. So who are they to tell people about what to do? And then people end up losing a lot of money, and it's just a horrible process. I feel really bad for anybody that gets into these people's little funnels, because that is a fantastic way to lose a couple $100s on getting information that you can find in 3 seconds on Google. So guys, that is how these people behind me and a bunch of other people on YouTube are making all of their money. It's not through dropshipping or FBA. I can guarantee they have made, I can't guarantee, but I'm sure a lot of them actually have made money through those ways. However, it's not as legitimate as it seems. So I urge you to be careful out there as you're consuming these people's information. Take what they have, collect it from all different sources, and use it to your own benefit, right? Collect everything and do some critical thinking about what you have collected, and then go from there. Don't just focus on one person, take everything they say at face value and be like, oh, they bought a car with this money, they must know what they're doing. Because really, it's just a snowball effect from telling people that, hey, you can make money this way, here's how I did it. So that's it. Once again, another disclaimer, not knocking these guys, they're doing a great job. I'm just saying, That's how they make their money. So be a little cautious in the future with what you do. If you enjoyed this video, check out 101ecom.com. Also, I forgot to say, subscribe, because that works. It doesn't work at all. I don't even know why I say it. Drop a like on this video because I put a lot of work into it. And also, if you're ready to begin your Shopify dropshipping life, go ahead and check out a link in the description for a free 14-day Shopify trial. Leave a comment before you do that if you have any questions, because I want to see you guys succeed. I don't want to see you drop hundreds of thousands of dollars on trying to get into this when you can lose that money just like that if you don't know what you're doing. So, be careful out there, guys. It's a dangerous world. I'll see you around. Peace out.